Hello and welcome to the Wyoming Knits YouTube channel. My name is Jenny Lee and this is my channel where I like to talk about all things knitting. Today is Sunday, June 2nd, 2024, and this is episode 43. You can find me on Instagram as Jenny Lee Knits, and you can find me on Ravelry as Jenny Lee S Knits. And today I'm coming to you from Southwest Wyoming, where I live with my husband, our daughter, and our little Yorkie, Dax. So it's been what feels like a long week since I last recorded, but it's only been 7 days. We had our last week of school. We had Memorial Day where I got to stay home and knit all day. Then we had our field trip on Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday we had fun days at school. Friday we had a half day. And the kids went home after lunch. I cleaned out my classroom for the end of the year. And I am ready for summer to begin. So happy summer vacation to everyone who is on summer vacation. I am just so excited for the warm weather. It has finally warmed up here. Our trees have green leaves on them. The crabapple trees are now in bloom. We have beautiful flowers on them. So it feels like summer now, and I couldn't be more happy with all the green and the warm and the sunshine. So let's talk about some knitting. I have one finished object today. My first finished object is my socks, my Picks Felici socks. So I used some Hummingbird Moon that I had left over. I cast on 64 stitches with a German twisted cast on, and I did a 2x2 ribbed cuff for 20 rounds, and then I started on the second breakfast pattern by Witchery, and I did the pattern for 70 rounds. I picked up my scrap yarn again and did my hill flap and hill turn, and then I did the pattern on the top and vanilla on the bottom. So this was the first one I finished, and last time I just had a little bit left of the leftover, and I was working on this sock. I was right here, and I said I might be playing a little bit of Yarn Chicken, and I did post that on Instagram that I did. I had to go find another little scrap because right here I ran out. So you can tell I've got a little bit of green in there now. But it'll be on my foot, on my toe, in my shoes, so it doesn't really bother me. I do really like this pattern with self-striping sock yarn. I think I might do a pattern on self-striping again. That way it just breaks it up a little bit. I think my problem with self-striping yarn is that there's crisp, clean lines, and I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that. I'm going to keep working on some self-striping socks because I do have it in my yarn stash. I don't mind wearing them. It's just not my favorite, and I can always make them and give them away as gifts. So that was my first finished object, and now let's talk about works in progress. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was what I've made the most progress on, and that's in my Yarn is My Love Language bag, and it's my Totally Tubular Turtleneck by Park Williams, who is Park&Knit. I'm using the Wonderfluff by Knit Picks in the SweetPea Heather color, and last time I had started the first sleeve, and I have finished the first sleeve and picked up the second sleeve, and I have markers marking my decreases. They were on this sleeve, and so if you look over here, it looks like I only have to do 3 more decreases, and then this is an 8-inch ribbed cuff. And then I'm finished. So I tried this on again after I finished the first sleeve, and I think I am really going to love it. I'm on this ball and I have this one left. I don't think I'm gonna have to open this one because I have this much left, and I have, let's see if we can hold this the same. I've got about that much left and I'm finished. So that's going to be, I'm hoping, finished this week, so I can have a finished sweater for June, and then I will be able to wear it this November when it starts to get cold outside again. Tuesday I took 2 projects with me on the bus. I took a sweater. This is in my Reds Lady Creates bag. And I'm doing the Daily Pullover by Purl Soho. I finally finished the first cake of yarn. Let's get untangled. So here is what I have. I worked on this on the bus. It's straight stockinette in the round. I did about that much on the way there. I took my cute little tape measure, and it said to work straight stockinette for 8 inches, and then there's some hem shaping that you do. I think there's some short rows, and I was getting pretty close, so I put that down so I didn't go over the 8 inches. And I'm using the Purl Soho linen quill in the Lychee pink, and this just gets some work on it whenever I have a few minutes. So that'll get worked on after I finish the turtleneck. And then my other sweater is in my 80s bag, my cartoon bag. And this is the Maema cardigan by Pip and Pin. I'm using Teal Torch knits. Dancing on Top of Cars. This is a 75-25, 463 yards per 100 grams. And I have split for sleeves on this one. Last time I was right there where the star is, and I did about that much. And I have the sleeves on hold. I like to put them on these little holders, and then that way I just take my needles off of this cord and just stick them on here, and I don't have to go back and worry about transferring stitches or anything like that. So I have this much done. I am so excited to have this finished. Now I'm just straight brioche knitting this honeycomb brioche from this side to this side, just back and forth. And so this will be a fun little cardigan to throw on in the summer. I'm hoping that I can get it done while it's still warm. And those are the sweaters I've been working on. I have worked on 2 blankets, just a little bit, my scrappy blankets. I'll show those and then we'll talk about socks. So I have my Cozy Memories blanket. Let's see. Last time I was right here. I had just put on this one. So then I did my mother-in-law's socks and my mom's socks that I did for Mother's Day. And then that was the end of the row. And I picked up the next row and did 3 more squares. So this is my May socks, my April socks, and the color I used for the bind off on my daughter's blanket. I'm going to put in what I have left of the Chick That Knits white that I used to finish the blanket. So that'll go next right here. And then whatever socks I get finished next will go in after that. And then I have my DK Jelly Roll blanket that I've been working on. I'm using Felici scraps held double, and that is in my By the Bay bag company bag. And I did make some good progress on this. I was sitting up here in my little rocking chair and watching Downton Abbey. So I was right here last time. And just keep working. That does seem like quite a bit. And I just have my two balls that I hold together, and we'll see what I think about it when it gets a little bit bigger. But I'm doing that one. And so now let's talk about socks. It is summer sock camp. I'm participating in that make-along. Kate of the Crazy Sock Lady is hosting the summer sock camp make-along for 2024, and all of the rules and instructions and everything is over on her Instagram page and her Ravelry page, and I'll have her Ravelry link in the description box below. But the premise is it's just a knit along where you make socks, knit socks, crochet socks, any size socks, baby socks, adult socks, shorty socks, tall socks, just socks. So I have my summer sock camp bag that I have all of my sock project bags in. So let's start pulling some out. I have my Knit for Brains bag with my Premier fruits and the watermelon, and I don't remember where I was last time, but I also took this one on the field trip with us, and I was able to do the whole leg, and I started the heel on the bus ride home. So I'm about that far. These are going to be fun for summer. I think these are cotton. Let's see. 93% acrylic, 7% PBT. So they're acrylic socks. They feel kind of like cotton, so they might be kind of cool for the summertime. Then I have this one in another Red's Lady Creates bag. Yep, there's the tag. And I'm doing a pair of socks for my aunt. She asked if I could do these ones. This is the You Better Work knit socks. And so I've just kind of modified the pattern a little bit. I'm using the row counts that they have. Let's put those ends in there. I'll weave those in later. So I have the cuff and part of the leg. So when I did this in the picture, you can kind of see where they have the little purl bumps in there. If you knit a full round all the way across before you start your purl stitch, it hides that little bump. And so I did that. I did not do that down here on the bottom. So you can see that white purl bump in there. I forgot to do a plain knit round, but I think because this has white in it, that it's not as noticeable as it would be with the red. So I'm working on this one. It is a 2x2 rib pretty much the whole way down until you get to the heel, and then it's straight stockinette again. So I will make those. I'm not really following the pattern for length. I'm just going to make it as long as I make most of my other socks. This is all Pattons Croy sock yarn. This one is the gray marl. This one is, I want to say, red. Yeah, just red. And the white is muslin. So I work on those. Then I have these ones that I've worked on a little bit this week. I was right here last time. Done just a little bit more. And these ones I'm calling my pineapple socks. This is the Minecraft pattern, and it is the Yarnable Straighten Your Crown from June of 2022. Clicking on that one. Did I cast these ones on? Yes, this is the one. This is a shorty sock that I'm doing, and I'm using the Bamboo Pop socks. This is 55% bamboo, 37% cotton, and 8% PBT. And so I did a 20 round cuff and then went right into the heel. I've done a little more than 20 rounds on the leg, and we'll just keep knitting until it fits my foot. I have this one, the TGIS socks, that I haven't put any more progress on at all. Those require some thinking, so I haven't picked those up yet. And then I have this bag. Let's see what's in this one. Oh, this looks like it is my June Felici socks. So I'm going to do Arcade Afternoon, and I'll probably find a mini to go with that and pick a pattern. So stay tuned for that. I think that's everything that I have going right now, everything that I want to do for summer sock camp. I did purchase 2 more skeins of yarn from Teal Torch Knits, so we'll talk about those. I got this one. This one was the Yarnicorn color, I think. So it's got all the beautiful colors. And then I got this one. Nope, this one's the My Little Yarnicorn. Let me grab the tag for the other one. I think it's just called Speckled Rainbows. So this one is Speckled Rainbows, and this one is My Little Yarnicorn. And I just thought those were bright and summery, so I had to get those when she did her update. And that is everything that I've worked on, I think, since I last recorded. I'm planning on getting a lot of stuff done this summer. Hopefully I can get some more socks done, and just get some knitting done while I'm outside enjoying the warm weather. And I hope you get to enjoy your summer if you live in the northern hemisphere, and if you are watching from the southern hemisphere, I hope that you stay warm in your winter era. And until next time, happy knitting.